Hi, and welcome to Beginning Ukulele. Today's lesson we're going to be talking about the grid. Okay, hopefully I can bring this all into perspective, meaning that the techniques I'm teaching and the way about going about this course can bring everything in perspective on how you're learning and the processes of you learning. So, what the grid is basically an area on the fretboard that you have some memory of how the chords are made. So in other words, where we all live is somewhere in a house or some city dwelling, but the things that there is probably more than one way to get to where you live. So if you ever have to get home, there's probably more than one way to get there, and the reason for that is because you have this mental image of various ways to get to your home. No different from knowing the fretboard or making your chords. The more chords you make, the more ways you know on how to make the chords in a certain space. So let's talk about that. So far we've been covering the exercise chord, the chord cog exercise. Okay, and this exercise has been putting the physically and mentally the images into your mind, your memory, so that you can form the chords faster. Okay, now the way it basically works is this. So we're going to just name some chords off, and I'll show you what I mean that we've covered so far. Keep in mind, this is not all the chords covered in the course. We're still going to learn more chords. However, this example will give you an idea of what we're talking about. So for instance, we've covered the C chord. Here's the C chord on the grid. So in our mind, we know how a C chord kind of looks in our memory and where our finger goes and how to make the chord. Another chord we learned was G7. There's a G7. I'm not going to put all the fingering because that is something that you should be doing on your own and memorizing the chords when you're doing the chord count exercise. But that's a G7. We've done an F chord. Here's an F, that note, and that note. And we've done a C7 chord. C7 goes right down here. C7. We've done an F7 chord, which is taking off the F chord. Here's the F chord right here and there, and the 7th is right there. F7 chord. We've done a B flat chord. Those two notes over here. Right here is the next finger, and right here would be the last one for the B flat chord. And we've done a D7 chord. We already have that up here. Well, you're fingering here, here, and straight up for the D7 chord. And you can also verify all of this yourself through your chord chart or in the book. Next, we've done a G chord. And it would be these two notes over here, and the third one right here. So you can kind of see where we're going with this. So as you can see, we're forming a grid. So this mental image is in your memory as to where all the fingering spots that you've had, and that's called the area of the grid, which is located basically in the basic position of your ukulele right in this section here. Okay? See the 3 frets right here? 3 frets right here. Now as you make more chords, and you will learn more chords as the chorus goes on, the grid gets a little bigger, you get more dots on there showing you where the notes that you're covering on the fretboard, and as you progress more and more, well, you're probably going to learn more chords that go up the fretboard. Okay, so as you learn more chords going up the fretboard, you're going to be covering more area. Okay, as you cover more area, you understand how things kind of work together. These are coming up in later courses that follow this one. But this is just a lesson to bring everything into perspective on the techniques that I'm teaching you and how to learn faster. So it's very important that you always do your chord count exercise. And this is the main concept of teaching this course is applying psychology and music together so that you can learn faster. But I hope I brought some things into perspective about this example of using the grid. If you need to watch a tutorial again, maybe to get a clearer understanding, by all means do so. And then we'll see you at the next lesson.